welcome back to my channel, you guys. I do know my makeup looks a little bit fallish and dark, but it is raining outside, so that's why I decided to go ahead and add a little bit of dark makeup. So yeah, that's gonna be my excuse. I'm gonna stick with it. But I do have a bunch of disappointing products in front of me. Honestly, some of these you guys are gonna be a little bit shook because I did like them originally, but after a while it just, you know, didn't work out for my skin or something like that. But I will explain in the video. But if you guys want to stick around and see what they are, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so the first one is the NYX Angel Veil, and I do know this is like a lot of people's favorite primer out there, but honestly it just makes me really greasy throughout the day, especially if you're oily. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit on the back of my hand and show you guys what it looks like when you go ahead and apply it on your face. So this is what I put on the back of my hand, and when you go ahead and apply it, like, it just, I don't know what it is, it just looks really ashy on the skin whenever I apply it on my face, and it doesn't really control my oils. I do know it's supposed to be a skin perfecting primer, so it doesn't claim to fill in your pores or control oils or anything like that. But honestly it just doesn't do anything for me. I know it's a lot of people's favorites out there, but I just don't love it as much as I used to back then. So yes, the NYX Angel Veil is not terrible, but it's just not my favorite out there. Okay, so moving on to the Anastasia Pro Pencil. I did get it in the shade Base 3. This one right here, every single time I used to see her videos on Instagram, she'll go ahead and apply underneath the eyebrows and blend it out. So when I went ahead and did the same exact thing she did, I'll go ahead and apply it on my skin, then I'll try to blend it out with a little brush, and you guys, it would never blend out underneath my brows. It would just have like a little white line going underneath my brows, and I was just like, Lord, this does not look good. All right, so I've tried it a couple times now and it doesn't blend out well. I don't know what brush she's using, but whatever I'm using is just not helping me at all, because a little white line would just be underneath my brows and it doesn't look good. And this was like $20, so it was a lot of money. But yeah, it's just been sitting in my drawer and I never ever use it. So if you guys do know Alyssa Ashley, she always talks about her Sephora MicroSmooth powder, and she always talks about how it makes her skin look flawless and just, you know, like airbrush. But for me, when I went ahead and bought it, I did get it in the shade Foncé Deep. This didn't do anything for my skin. It didn't make it look flawless. It didn't make it look smooth. It honestly just like sat on my skin. And one more thing I do want to mention is, even though in the packaging it does look like this, when you go ahead and apply it on your skin, it actually goes on more orange and deep. So I was just like, why is my foundation turning darker every single time I use this? Because in the packaging it looks light, but when you apply it, it looks a little bit darker. So with that being said, I do use this as a bronzer. I go ahead and apply it around my face, and it works better that way. So if you have been having a little bit of trouble with this powder, I do recommend going ahead and using it as a bronzer, because it does work a whole lot better. But I was really sad, y'all, because this was just like something I wanted to go ahead and try, because she always hyped it up, but it just didn't work for my skin. So what can you do? Alright, so the Sacha Buttercup, I wanted to go ahead and put this powder in this video because a lot of people always ask me why I don't like it. I know it's a cult favorite. I know a lot of people out there love this powder, but for me, my under eyes, like I told you guys before, is a little bit picky with what it likes underneath there. This one, when I first bought it, and you know, I use it all the time because a lot of people are like, this is the best powder I've ever tried. Jackie Aina was talking about it all the time. So I went ahead and bought it and used it for about a year and a half. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you guys why I don't like this powder. I'm not saying it's terrible, I don't hate it, but my under eyes is very picky with what it likes. So when I go ahead and apply a little bit of powder underneath there, the first thing I do want to mention is when you touch it, it does feel really, really soft and velvety. I will give it that. But when I go ahead and apply it on my skin, it just kind of sits there and looks very textured and bumpy. It doesn't look smooth and flawless, and it doesn't control my oils. So with that being said, you guys, I won't say it's a terrible powder. It just doesn't work for my skin. But some people out there really do love this. I do know it's a cult favorite, but for me, you guys, it just didn't work at all. Alright, so moving on to KKW. When the contour sticks first came out, everybody was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try it out. And it had a lot of bad reviews and good reviews. But like I told you guys before, I do love the contour sticks. Those are very creamy and blendable. But the concealer, I don't know what it is with this, but it just doesn't work. So you go ahead and apply it on your skin, and it feels very creamy. But when you go ahead and apply it underneath your eyes, it feels a little bit dry. And I'm oily. Y'all know I'm oily, but for me, it was a little bit dry. So this sponge right here, I don't care if you wet it, I don't care if you use it dry, it doesn't do anything. So you go ahead and try to blend out everything. Now y'all see, it's just taking the concealer away. Like, it's literally just taking the concealer away from my hand. And it doesn't do anything. Like, look at this. Like, it doesn't work. So it's been sitting in my drawer. I never ever use it. The highlighting shade on here is good. Let me go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. So this is what the highlighter looks like. Let me go ahead and show y'all. It is a very pretty highlighter, but it's a little bit of an awkward shade because I don't know when I'll ever use it. But with the contour sticks, they do now sell it individually, thank God, because I would never buy the concealer or the brush, but the contour stick itself I really do like. So yeah, you guys, KKW, they do have a lot of hits and misses, but I do want to go ahead and try the powder contour and also the baking powder because I do think I would like those. But yeah, these, no. Alright, so moving on to the Makeup Revolution foundation stick. You already know I did a review of this on my channel, but let me go ahead and say this right off the bat. The foundation range is terrible, okay? There's no nice way to say it. It's terrible. Alright, so this is what F13 looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quick swatch. So this is what it looks like on the skin, and honestly the shade below it is a little bit ashy and the shade above it is a little bit dark and gray. So with that being said, the foundation itself is not the best. If you're oily like me, I do recommend staying away from this just because when you first apply it, it looks good for the first 4 hours, but anything above that, it does get a little bit greasy and oily, and it does wear off throughout the day. So it's not my favorite foundation out there. It is only $9, so I can't complain, but at the same time, like, a lot of people are just hyping it up and saying it was the best they've tried, and I tried it, I'm like, you know? So yes, they need to come out with more shades for everybody to feel a little bit more included, and also a matte version of this foundation stick. I'll probably go ahead and try it then because a matte version just seems like it will work a whole lot better. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Alright, so last but not least, y'all are gonna kill me. I feel like some people are gonna get mad and leave me hate comments. I don't know, because this one right here is a little bit of a shocker. So this one right here is a Fenty Beauty foundation. Alright, I already know. So now that y'all are a little bit shook, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and explain why. So you guys would know I did review this foundation a couple months back. I think it's probably like 8 months at this point. And I did love it, you know. Around that time there was a lot of hype. Everybody was hyped up because it was Rihanna, it was Fenty Beauty, and so on. And I fell into the hype. I was like, it's Rihanna, like, I have to love this foundation, okay? So with that being said, I wore it every single day, like every single day faithfully, till I realized throughout the day, at the end of the day, my skin did not look good with this foundation on. And y'all know I am oily, alright? I'm like the most oily person in the whole entire world. This is a little bit too dry for me at the same time. I mean, I tried hydrating primers, I tried no primers, I tried wearing the foundation by itself. Nothing worked. And I started to notice like it just didn't look that good on my skin. So I want to go ahead and tell y'all because I can't lie. I first loved it. I really did love it because it was Rihanna, it was Fenty Beauty. But over time, I realized like I just don't like it that much. And also my shade, I don't have a perfect foundation shade in this, okay? I do have 420 right now, which is a little bit too light for me, and 430 is a little bit too orange for me. So I don't have my perfect shade either. But yeah, I want to go ahead and tell y'all, it's kind of sad. It makes me sad to say that I don't love this foundation, but at the same time, it is the truth, okay? Alright, so that's everything I have in front of me. I do hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and leave me video suggestions down below because I am always looking for new video ideas, alright? Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.